Porto Portugal cost of living. With its charming cobblestone streets, lush green spaces, and waterfront views of the Douro River, Porto is one of Europe's most captivating and Instagrammable cities, which means it's also one of its most expensive. From housing to groceries to transportation, every cost of living category comes with a hefty price tag in Porto. Fortunately, this stunning city is home to affordable cafes, local markets with affordable products, and plenty of ways to save on everyday expenses. But first, welcome to Bragging Visitor. If you love this type of video, please subscribe to our channel, like and share this video with your friends, then hit the notification bell, that way you won't miss any of our future videos. Thank you. So, here's what you need to know about the cost of living in Porto if you're planning on moving there. Number 1. Housing in Porto. Porto has the highest real estate prices in Portugal, and with the average home price being 3 times the national average, it's easy to see why. A few years ago, you may have been able to find an apartment in the historic center for as little as $500 a month, while the city outskirt was about $400 a month. But today things have changed. One-bedroom apartment now is about $700 to $800 in the city center. The best bet for affordable housing options in Porto is in its suburbs, where you can find a one-bedroom apartment in an affordable neighborhood for as little as $450 per month. For more central neighborhoods, you'll be looking at $600 plus. Porto's rental market is extremely competitive, with thousands of people vying for a limited number of available apartments. If you plan on renting, be sure to start the process as early as possible to avoid disappointment. Villas and apartment buildings in the suburbs of Porto offer a wide range of housing options at prices that are more reasonable than those found in the city's historic center. Number 2. Transportation in Porto. Porto's transportation system is straightforward and user-friendly. The city's buses, subways, and streetcars are all run by a single company, ERP. For many visitors, especially short-term visitors, the best option is to purchase a 24-hour travel card called the Andante. These are available at any metro station and can be used on all city transportation. Visitors can also purchase larger Andante cards for longer stays. As for the city's taxi drivers are notorious for overcharging their passengers. If you're taking a taxi, make sure to ask the driver for a receipt so you can report any overcharging. Number 3. Entertainment and travel tips. Porto is famous for its wine culture, so you can expect to drop a pretty penny on that. You'll also want to be sure to keep an eye on your wallet when it comes to exploring Porto's world-famous beaches. The city's beaches are stunning, but the beaches themselves cost money to get into. Be sure to keep an eye on Portuguese holiday schedules as well. Many of the city's museums and other attractions shut down during important religious holidays. If you plan on visiting Porto's world-famous vineyards, make sure to purchase your tickets in advance. Many of these attractions have strict rules about how many people can be in a room at one time, so advance tickets are the only way to be sure you can get in. Number 4. Groceries in Porto. Porto's local markets stock fresh produce and seafood at very good prices. If you're on a budget, try to make the most of these. The city's supermarkets are on the expensive side, especially for items like deli meats and cheeses. Most supermarket chains in Porto accept coupons, which is a good way to save money on groceries. You can also buy groceries online in some cases, but be sure to double-check that the prices are as low as you'd find at the store. Number 5. Food in Porto. You can find delicious and affordable food in Porto, but you do need to do your research first. The city's most popular cuisines are Portuguese, Brazilian, Indian, and Italian. While you can find good deals on lunch, dinner prices tend to be high, especially at sit-down restaurants. Porto also has an abundance of fast food options, which are usually somewhat more affordable, but not by much. Number 6. Shopping in Porto. Porto's shopping is best experienced at the city's local markets. The Feira de Ladra, Thieves' Market, is a great place to find cheap clothing, shoes, and accessories. Porto's shopping malls are on the expensive side, but you can find good deals on clothes, shoes, and accessories in Porto's various outlet malls. Number 7. Ways to save in Porto. If you can, try to avoid eating out at restaurants as much as possible. Eating in is a great way to save money. If you want to keep your costs down, be sure to avoid tourist traps. You'll find most of the city's famous attractions for free, so you don't need to pay for guided tours or anything like that. If you're a student, be sure to check if your school has partnerships with Portuguese universities. Many universities have partnerships with U.S. schools that allow you to pay in-state tuition rates even if you're studying abroad. Number 8. Other costs in Porto. Health. The Portuguese healthcare system is free to all residents, including expats. However, you should always have travel insurance in case anything should happen. Transportation. If you drive in Portugal, you need to be aware that there's a motor tax and an annual inspection requirement. Bringing your wallet. If you're bringing a debit or credit card, be aware that most card services charge a fee for each transaction. Going out. If you're of legal drinking age and like to go out, keep in mind that the drinking age in Portugal is 18. Taxes. In Portugal, you'll pay a tax on your income, as well as a value-added tax, VAT, on most purchases. Number 9. Going out in Porto. If you love the nightlife, you'll love Porto. The city has a vibrant nightlife scene, with plenty of bars, clubs, and other nightlife options to choose from. The city's most popular nightlife areas are the Ribeira neighborhood, the Cais de Alfândega waterfront, and the Rua da República. If you want to keep your costs down, try to avoid ordering drinks in fancy cocktails or buying expensive bottles of alcohol. Instead, try ordering beer or wine, or even water, and socializing with the people around you. If you want to save money on food, try to eat before you go out. You can also bring some snacks with you to eat between drinks. 10. So, is Porto, Portugal worth the cost of living? Porto is a stunningly beautiful city full of history and charm. If you can handle the cost of living there, this is a city you don't want to miss. There are many ways to keep your costs down while you're living in Porto, but it definitely requires a bit of planning and a budget-friendly mindset. If you can handle the high costs of living in Porto, this city is definitely worth it. Finally, if you've been looking for a way to maximize your income while still working a full-time job or focusing on other ventures, then let me help you set on the right path. What if you could live the life you've always wanted, doing what you love and getting paid for it? What if you could have the financial security to live your life without worry, with the time and resources to do the things you've always wanted? What would that look like for you? Let me show you how to set up your own online business empire, to make $100, $200 a day. And how you can get started right now. Click the link below for more info.